the deal. So on Twitter, some gentleman by the name of Dan Clark tweeted out with a panoramic view of Marlins Park down in Little Havana, which is a beautiful park, by the way, in the retractable roof. Man, I wish we had that.
I saw this post, yeah.
Except for that Art Deco thing they used to have. They still have that stupid fish, the Art Deco thing, whatever. Anyway. He says just 7,324 fans watched the Marlins versus D-backs last night at Lone Depot Park. The Marlins entered the game over 500. The weather was 79 degrees with clear skies. MLB has a big problem in Miami, he says. So I said, this is why MLB and Rays baseball fans dodged a bullet when Stu didn't have the money to do the deal in St. Pete. Location is everything. The Marlins are in a bad neighborhood with nothing around the park in the south end of the market. That's why it's so critical to build in Tampa in the middle of the market, close to Orlando and Growth East. So that was my tweet that rankled Ryan Bass.
That made him angry, huh?
It made him angry. Not angry. But he said,
angry
for the record
on it.
For the record, dash, JP, dash.
Oh, come on.
I'm not sure the last time you've been to downtown St. Pete, but the area around the ballpark is booming with bars, restaurants, coffee shops. Oh, darn it. Coffee shops, music venues, condos, apartment buildings. Really? There's 3 massive luxury apartments going up 0.3 miles from the Trop currently. This just doesn't compare to Little Havana. But what do I know? I just live across the street from the Trop and grew up in Miami going to Marlins games. Wow.
Oh, you know what? I have no retort. You win. You win. You talked me into it.
I clearly touched the nerve. So, first of all, Ryan, respectfully.
With all due respect.
I said you did great work. You do great work. I really enjoy your work. And I don't know sure why you coming at me like I'm some uninformed rube on the subject.
Right.
Because I have lived and worked in Pinellas County since 1997. I don't live there anymore, but I did at that time. Mm-hmm. I worked at Channel 44, covering your Rays since their birth, long time before you got here. Not only do I know about St. Pete, now I was just there this weekend and at the beaches for the All-Star event, which was fantastic, by the way. We missed you. But yes, I've spent many days, weeks in downtown St. Petersburg. I am fully aware of the growth of downtown St. Petersburg. I love Janice Landing. I love all the Vinoy area, all of it. It's beautiful. And go down there often. Go down there very often. So I'm very aware of it. Okay. So, and I was not comparing St. Pete to Little Havana. My point was location. The Marlins Park is failing because, as I said, it's in a terrible neighborhood. And by the way, for perspective, I grew up going to the Orange Bowl. So I know that neighborhood very well.
Right on the same spot, right?
But I'm not an uninformed rube as to this. Right? So I also know Miami very well because I went to the Orange Bowl. And while you were, quote, growing up going to Marlins games, you were going to a terribly located, refabbed football stadium acting like a baseball stadium, which proves my point even more. Location. Nobody went to that park either. Okay. So I'm not sure like what your point is here. Like, I don't know what's going on, but if you're overall, and I was never comparing Little Havana, I was just talking about location is important. You're absolutely right. Little Havana is nothing like downtown St. Pete. So you're correct in that. But my point was location. And if your point is that St. Pete is a better place for this, I can tell you through 30 years covering this team from its birth, I know exactly what these issues are all about. And all the growth in St. Pete is great. But let's remember this, 80% of the people polled in the League of Women Voters poll about the new ballpark, when they were informed of the cost and all the particulars, 80% of it were against it. And those were Pinellas City of St. Petersburg voters. So there's no groundswell of all these great people in St. Petersburg that are moving into these high-rise buildings that they'll even go to the games. And it's proven for 30 years, almost 30 years, that Rays do not draw from Pinellas County. The people that are closest to the stadium do not go. This is a demographic fact. It is not opinion, it's a demographic fact. Most of the people that go to the games are from Hillsborough County. Overall, at the numbers that we were given at last time they were released, most of them come from Hillsborough County. So that's a problem. I've been told by people who do direct mail campaigns in St. Petersburg, who have done research on this topic, that half the people and the permanent residents in St. Pete leave for the summer months because they have other places to go. So not only is it not a plus, and we've gone through these numbers a lot, many times, Ryan, and I'm sure you've heard them. 600,000 people, maybe now 650, maybe 675, live within a 30-minute drive of the Trop because it's surrounded by water. In Tampa, that number goes to 2.4 million people. And when you go to 45 minutes, an hour drive, when you're looking at much closer to Orlando, you're talking about an I-4 corridor that's 7 million people large. I mean, this is not, St. Pete is better than Tampa. It's none of that. It's not about what's fair. Oh, you have the Rays. I mean, you have the Lightning, you have the Bucks. We get that's not what it's about. It's not fair. It's about demographics. And if you want this team to succeed long terms, where it's not sucking off the teat of Major League Baseball and getting revenue sharing, which is what the other owners are very interested in, not doing that anymore. There's no reason that a team in the 11th largest market with the 15th largest market 75 miles down the road should be getting revenue sharing money, unless your owner is manipulating the system and keeping the money, which is what is happening, which I'm sure one of your bosses will be very happy with your tweet towards me. It's fine. You work for them. I get it. I have no ill will towards you at all, Ryan. You're a great dude. Very handsome man. You do great work. But if you're going to come at me about this stuff, I'm just going to answer it with facts.
Yeah.
That is, you cannot make an argument that St. Pete is a better location for this team. It's just, it's objectively, numerically false. You don't put a huge entertainment district, which is what these folks want to build, and a baseball stadium that has 81 games a year, many of them midweek, Monday through Thursday, on an isolated peninsula that has 1/3 less people within a 30-minute drive. Again, it has nothing to do with who's better or who's building more. And I don't care how many towers you build in St. Petersburg, you're not going to affect the numbers that dramatically. That's going to change the equation that I just laid out. It doesn't work. You can have an emotional feeling about it. You could want to, since you live in St. Pete, right across from the Trop, you want I get it. I know you want it there. I would too. Absolutely. But what's best for baseball? Where does Major League Baseball want it? Tampa. Where does Stu Sternberg want it? Tampa. He said that many times. Where do the fans want it? Tampa. Where are the fans showing up? Tampa. I mean, it's just not. I don't know why you're coming at me here, but it's not a thing. Oh, and his friend Snook commented, "Totally agree, Ryan." I don't know what voice I should use for Snook as his profile. Let me check out his profile. Snook's from Clearwater. He joined in October 2019.
Oh, he's a new.
He has no followers.
Oh,
Zero.
Well, then he has no opinion then.
He has 0 followers.
Yeah.
And he's following 13. He's not following me, I don't think. And his
sounds like a burner profile to me.
Yeah, and his profile picture is theater entrance, puppet show, and Spinal Tap.
Yeah,
Whatever the hell that
means.
means.
Need to recognize his existence at all.
But no, he makes some very salient points that I wanted to bring up here. These are the people that are supporting Ryan's tweet. Said, totally agree, Ryan. Downtown SP may be the best metropolis in the Tampa Bay area. Which, by the way, I don't disagree with. I mean, define best, right? What are we looking for? You're looking for restaurants, bars, cool places to listen to music, St. Pete's the best place, without question. So I agree with you, Snooky. But yeah, JP, he spelled it P-E-E.
Oh, I wonder if that was intentional.
Oh, I'm so insulted.
I think that was intentional.
All your followers are going to see this. Oh, he doesn't have any.
He doesn't have
JP,
any.
put it on the parking lot that is I-4, or maybe put the stadium under the giant Confederate flag. That would make you happy. No?
Oh my God, what are we doing here?
You calling me a racist? Is that what you calling me a racist?
What is your basis for JP being a racist, sir?
Or that giant Confederate flag, which I believe they took down, by the way. In case you didn't know, Snooky. No, as actual at is Hugh G. Rection.
All right, points for creativity.
Yes, that's good. So Ryan, this is your guy that's supporting you in your tweet. Hugh G. Rection. HUGH-G-RECSHIN. I didn't know I was going to get this much content out of this today, but thank you very much, Ryan.
Yeah, that's amazeballs right there.
Hugh G.
Congratulations, Hugh.
And old Hugh just calling me a racist.
Wow.
Oh.
Wonder if
Yeah,
he's single.